You might have noticed lately, I've been talking more about broad strategy than any of my own specific recollections. Well, the reason for that is simply that I do not have many of interest to recall from this period of the war. My victory wing was now under the direct command of Admiral Tarkin, and Tarkin, well, let's just say he was content to direct the war from a safe distance at this stage. Considering what happened to every single one of his predecessors, I must admit that perhaps his caution was prudent. My subordinates were, as I've mentioned before, very much in the same vein as Tarkin philosophically. Virtually all of them were delighted with this appointment. The Battle of Sullust had knocked any misguided sense of bravery clean out of them, so being off the front line agreed with them quite well, and additionally, they all knew that Tarkin was very well connected with the Chancellor and the rest of the government back on Coruscant, and so they felt this was a very good move for their respective careers. The remainder of the old guard, like myself, well, we just tolerated it, I suppose. Personally, it was like having an itch that was impossible to scratch. I wanted to be out there making myself useful, but more importantly, it irritated me immensely that others were putting themselves in harm's way while I continued to sit idly by, fussing over paperwork. The sergeant and his troopers, who I'd taken on as a sort of personal security detail aboard the Conqueror, had it worse, though. The clones were bred to be on the front line, and having them sit here on their hands was like watching someone go through withdrawal symptoms. They occupied their time with relentless drilling and exercises, as well as intimidating the younger, more weaselly officers. A favourite game of theirs was to come up with inventive insults for many of my captains, sharing them over their helmet intercoms during briefings. I could hear this constant distraction over my own earpiece, but the rest of the room was privy to nothing but the occasional clicks of the clones' mics activating. The worst it got was when the Mandator was reassigned to Tarkin's personal command after some intense battles in the mid-rim. The lumbering behemoth lurched into orbit around Ariadu, pockmarked with scorched battle scars and chunks of missing hull, like a huge monster had been taking bites out of it. It only served to remind me of the important battles being fought elsewhere, and I suspect it only made the others even more keen to remain right here. It's quite hard to blame a man for being anxious about combat, but there is a difference, in my opinion, between that and the kind of craven attitude on display in this case. The war had, over the course of years, created a navy that was full of men and women that were as cowardly as they were cruel. In essence, exactly the kind of organisation that would have no problem bullying the rest of the galaxy during the peace. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Empire at War, Fall of the Republic, where things have been going okay. Not bad at all. We're about to take Tynan, I believe, is the next item on our agenda. Take Tynan, at some point deal with Mustafar that we've gotten sort of poked away into the corner there, and then clean up a few of these other remaining worlds like Mimban and Bothawai, and then this whole bottom half of the map will be secure at last. And then, we're going to think about executing Order 66. Yes, indeed. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and execute Order 66, I think. We sort of, the timing on that one is sort of tricky because, I kind of want it to be an endgame thing turning into the Empire, but at the same time, in order to get the benefits of being the Empire, i.e. their awesome ships, we do want to do it slightly sooner than later, because otherwise there won't be enough time to actually get them and actually use them, is the thing, because they arrive at an incredibly slow rate, apparently. So that's something I need to think about exactly when we want to do that. But anyway, yeah. So what's going on at the moment? We're blockading Tynan, about to move in the troops to actually take the planet itself. We have a Praetor currently on its way to Tarkin's fleet. However, I've actually been thinking to myself, what I'd like to do is take the Mandator 2 from Baraka's fleet and give it to Tarkin, and then he can have the Praetor. And the reason I want to do that is, well, there's a gameplay reason, one of which being that Tarkin is actually a higher tier of space commander than Baraka is, and therefore would get more use out of it, theoretically. But the other reason is that just giving Tarkin the biggest possible ship just seems right to me somehow, you know? It just seems correct. that he'd have our first superstar destroyer, really, rather than this Mon Calamari fellow over here. As much as I like Baraka, although I know nothing about him because I've never interacted with any of the expanded universe stuff he appears in. But you know, at least I think I have. He might have appeared in the Clone Wars TV show, and I just don't remember because a lot of the Mon Calamari stuff, I'll be honest with you, I kind of skipped it because I found all that Aquaman shenanigans to be a little bit eye-rolling. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Clone Wars TV show is a little bit of a mixed bag. Some of it's good, some of it isn't. I'm gonna be honest. Anyway, right. What else are we doing? We're building up more ships on Rathana and Hypori to slowly reinforce Adar Talon's fleet. I believe I've got a victory in production on Hypori. I've got multiple acclimators being built on Rathana, and at some point I will order a Praetor, I think, from Geonosis, potentially. We're currently building another one on Quat, but for significantly less money and significantly faster, mind you, but why not build more than one at a time? Why not, if we've got the money for it? I don't see why we shouldn't. Build one every week. Why not? Anyway, yeah. We ought to have more Praetors. Frankly, the Separatists have, like, buckets of Lucahulks. Why shouldn't we have buckets of Praetors? If you ask me. Anyway, money is the answer, really, but, you know. Right. So, a few other things I did just in between takes off camera is I decided to build a few more clones on Contrum and Kashyyyk just to reinforce those little bastion worlds out here on this eastern flank. Just to make sure that the Separatists don't come along and take those while I'm busy dealing with all this down here. They've defended them well superbly. These 3 planets here have just been an absolute bulwark against the Separatists' assault. And it's been tremendously useful, actually, having these 3 here able to hold out for so long. Because it's really allowed me to sort of crack on and do things at my own pace, really. One other thing to mention, actually, as well, there's been a new patch for the game. And yes, it is completely bonkers that the game this old is still getting patches occasionally, but there has been a patch for the game, and it's done something really awesome. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar because you haven't played the game yourself at home, you've just watched this series, Empire at War for years has had this issue where saving the game takes several minutes. When you want to save the game, it takes absolutely ages. I don't know why the technical reason for this existed, but it did, and it was a thing for a very, very long time. You hit the save game button, takes forever to save. Every time I quit the game after I finish a recording session, it takes like 10 minutes, because it has to save. I save the game manually, and then when you quit the campaign, it doesn't auto-save as well, so it takes like 10 minutes to quit the game after I finish recording a session. But now, since the patch, that is at long last no longer a problem, because, behold, I can save the game whenever I want to now. I can save it mid-recording. It's beautiful. It's glorious. Thank you, developers, is all I have to say about that. Thank you very much for that little fix, because that's really nice. The official recommendation, I think, is still not to, well, at least from the mod creators anyway. I don't know about the vanilla game, but don't try and save mid-battle. Don't try and save the game mid-battle in space battles or land battles. That's still a very bad idea. But we can save whenever we like on the campaign map now, instead of me having to do it at the end of every episode. And believe me, if the game ever got stuck or crashed or something like that, which doesn't happen very often at all, but occasionally it might break something if I decided to Alt-Tab, for example, it would mean that I would lose an entire episode's worth of footage because I can only save at the end of every episode. So that's not a problem anymore, and I'm so happy. It means I can just save the game and try something stupid without it, without us essentially playing in roguelike Iron Man mode all the time. So, yeah, it's fantastic. Anyway, so let's crack on and do some things, shall we? Although, one moment, folks, I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. My cat has decided to join us. He was just knocking at the door, proverbially speaking, as I was recording that last segment, and now he's here. He's in fact on my lap right now, less than a foot away from the microphone, so you might be able to occasionally hear his little bell and his collar jingling. But he's receiving some chin rubs right now, aren't you? Getting some scratches while you dig your claws into my my poor flesh. There's a good puss. Anyway, he's going to be supervising video creation today, apparently, because he's decided he's going to settle down here probably for the next hour or two. At least he's going to be here until I feed him. That's usually how this goes. This is sort of a subtle form of protest that he's not had any kibble. But it's not his dinner time yet, so he'll have to just deal with it. Anyway, folks, shall we take Tynan? I think we should take Tynan. Let's see. Bring you guys up here. Anakin and friends deal with that. An enemy fleet is about to invade Yinshore. I currently have this little itty-bitty fleet here parked on Yinshore. I'm hoping it might deter the enemy, perhaps, but if not, we'll get a little look at the enemy fleet before I have them withdraw back to Barlock, is the idea, and then I'll probably have to scramble Baraka back up in this direction to go deal with it if it's a real problem. Hopefully it won't be, though. What are Yinshore's ground defenses like, out of curiosity? I bet they're probably... Oh, good, yes, virtually non-existent. The best kind.
Training troops.
All I can afford is 1 unit of clones, I'm afraid. I'm very sorry. Are there any ground units we could move there in the meantime? I could maybe move some guys here from Carida. Perhaps.
Construction complete.
If they'll get there in time, we'll see. Right, in the meantime, let us assault Tynan. Oh, one thing I forgot to do before I started recording, which was assign Vanguard units for every single army and fleet, which is important. You definitely need to remember to do that in this game. I didn't want to do that, though. Yeah, I forget to do this way too many times. One of the acclimators is done. We'll move that in a minute. Down here. Set that up as well. I think that's everyone who needs it setting up. Done? Yeah, it is. Excellent. Begin the invasion. Ooh, they've got tripod walker thingies down there. Interesting. Alright. Not sure what to expect from this place. Located in the expansion, Tynan is a resource-rich planet that has long been a member of the galactic community. Corporations operating under the Old Republic developed Tynan's resources, but kept its natural beauty intact. Tynan is the homeworld of the otter-like Tynans. Aww. The fur-covered Tynans have poor eyesight. Aww. A layer of fat beneath their skins protects them from the cold waters of their planet. Tynan society is entirely state-run. All citizens have free access to housing, food, education, and other benefits. Can I be an otter person in Star Wars? That's what I want to do now. That's what I want to be. Forget planet Earth. It sucks here. I want to go and be an otter person from Tynan in Star Wars. It sounds like they have it good. Anyway. Alright. Oh, it's this one. It's this map with the beach. Interesting. Okay.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let me think. What do I want to bring in right now? Should we bring in Anakin? Let's bring in Anakin, shall we? Rex. Artie.
Reinforcements
And one of those things. I think that's the best idea here. I tend to go with that for most battles, but I do it for a reason. It works. Oh, I don't have any money. We can't even build a thing there. That's awkward. I spent it on clones. Alright, Rex. I'm going to assign you to numpad 7. Anakin, numpad 6. Move you up. We'll leave the arty here for now, I guess. I'll leave like a unit of clones to help defend it. A unit of 5 at first clones now, actually. They're free. As long as Rex survives, so we get them for free. Which is pretty neat.
And a great singer, but who's counting?
Alright. Nice one, Artie.
Spirit.
You guys alright over here? You gonna need any help? I can send you an Anakin. I might send you an Anakin, I think. Oh, you've got Artie support anyway, so... Speaking of which, let's move you up. Colin, please don't play with the headset wire. It'll make all sorts of weird noises on the recording. Please do not do that. Thank you.
Let's do this.
Artie's still doing its thing. They're going to continue throwing themselves at us for a while. Do we have orbital support just yet? Not quite, but we will do very soon. And in order to help with that, I'm going to send a unit of commandos over there to secure that sensor array. Oh, you're just going to sneak past, aren't you? Because there's hill in the way, apparently.
Follow my lead, we'll all make it home.
Use your... Yeah, that ability. Oh boy, yeah, okay. Please charge faster, bombing run. Oh, this thing is kicking ass, that's good. It's also getting its ass kicked, sadly. Bombing run, come on! We need bombing run. Colin, buddy. Okay, where to drop this? About here, I think would be good. Would be grand. Why can I? Oh, they got a shield generator. I bet they have. All right, now we're in the shit. Pull back. What's Anakin doing? Is he just? Okay, he's just running amok through their backfield. Okay, that works, I guess.
Choose your reinforcements.
All right, Artie needs to fall back.
I know you somehow.
Our base is under attack.
You guys take cover mode. Anakin, get over here and run interference. Right, never mind. Artie's got it covered apparently. Oh no, my poor commandos! No!
Forces with us.
Anakin, go rescue them. Oh, they're so boned. Yeah, forgot about them.
We could have 10 jetpacks for all I care. It still won't make a difference.
Y-wing standing by.
It's annoying.
On the transmission.
There we go. Whoa, I didn't quite mean to... Yeah, my mouse wheel's starting to go. I have had this mouse for like barely a month, I think, and the mouse wheel in it is already starting to go all buggered up. It's really annoying. Don't buy Razer, folks, apparently. Their quality control is shite. Should have bought another Microsoft mouse instead. Not as pretty, kind of ugly looking, but they last a lot longer.
Skywalker on site, ready to assist.
Yeah, just mow your way through all of these guys.
You're gonna pay for all the Jedi you killed. Got an idea. They twist.
Anti-infantry unit extraordinaire.
Come on, I'm not beating this guy. Surrender. I won't tell you again.
It's quite a thing when you've got like one guy who is almost as effective as an artillery bombardment.
This is Skywalker on site and ready to assist. Looking for someone? Don't give him time to react. Force is strong.
Taking your sweet time with those droids, mate. Come on, hurry up.
Why do I have to do everything myself?
Yeah, why do you have to do everything yourself? Because you're just really good at it, man. I'm sorry. I am making you do everything yourself here. I'm basically playing this like a MOBA now, but what do you want from me, man? You're super powerful.
I am a slow learner.
Watch those wrist rockets. Keep 'em guessing. Auto gun ready to go.
Alright, let's bring you up.
Support fire ready.
You over here. Oh, wait, okay, let's not bring you up, apparently. Well, we can move you, I guess. We'll leave some clones guarding this place. We still have Rex, don't we? Yeah, it goes. Alright, just keep walking on. Crush that tank. Oh, don't, because you started crushing it and then he decided to do something else instead. And oh no. Okay, everybody. We have a problem. Anakin's gotten stuck, everyone. His force crush ability got interrupted and now he's completely frozen. Yeah, we need to bring in half the Republic Army to save him right now.
This is so
Alright, Anakin, I'm gonna put you in this Juggernaut, mate. As soon as I can get it close enough. Is he gonna? Can we get him to get in the Juggernaut? Okay, no, apparently we can't. Oh boy. All right, go Jug. Go Jug, go. Oh, this complicates things, doesn't it, a bit, really?
We're at the objective. Kill the zone. One, two, three. Turn ready. Careful. The squad stands together.
I guess we could bring in Ahsoka. Or to be fair, we could bring in Aayla Secura, actually. I'm not sure I want to clutter the battlefield up with even more heroes right now. More heroes that could potentially also get stuck, you know? Can we just move you out of the way, because you're covering up like a bunch of my infantry units here, and it's a little bit irritating. There we go. Where's that shield generator at? Assuming they have one and the game isn't just being weird. Is it up here? No, there it is. Right, go deal with that as a matter of priority. The Juggernaut can hold this for now, I think. He says as it fails to kill one dude on a jet bike. What? Okay, Artie's just taking that apart right now. That's good. Blow this shield generator up. Then we can speed things up a bit, can't we? Yeah. Bombardment available. That's what I like to hear. Can recapture that. That's one base building down. We'll capture this. It's weird. They captured like the base building point, but they didn't actually capture the point itself. What does rain do? Oh, it's gone now. But rain does something. Probably makes blasters less effective or something. I don't know. Blasters are so crappy in Star Wars. They sound like they might be affected by rain. Okay, abandoned sensor array has been taken. Interesting. I remember these having a poorer radius, but you had to use the sensor ping to actually make them useful. But apparently, the radius seems quite large on this map. Whatever.
Your orders?
Enemy reinforcements are on their way.
Go ahead and do a bombing run on that. Right, Gold Squadron out there. They are. One of them got shot down, it seems. Beautiful. You know, you guys, if you guys were ever thought about inventing bomb sites so you could bomb from high altitude, it'd be revolutionary. I'm telling you, like, you wouldn't have to worry about anti-air turrets. You could just fly in at like 20,000 feet and bomb it from there instead. I'm just saying, it's an idea, and they're retreating now. Good, saves me some trouble. Okay, so we did lose that 80 AP, which kind of sucks, because those things are useful, but we have a spare, thankfully. So that's a thing. The enemy lost a bunch of stuff, too. A bunch of crabs and dwarf spiders, which I always love to see them dead, because they're annoying. Yeah, I have to admit, it is weird and interesting how the AI is switched completely production towards these two being their mainstay infantry, instead of, like, B1s or B2s. It feels quite weird and rare to see B1s and B2s these days. But it's nice to see some of them wrecked, and also, obviously, get rid of these tripod thingies. So, Tynan is ours. The map has been tidied up a little bit more. There's still one annoying blue spot over here in the form of Mimban, which we're going to have to take for a third time now. But whatever.
Issue a command. The squad stands together.
Alright, that'll be the sound of my clones getting recruited. And you guys didn't actually move to the surface, did you? I wanted you to, but you didn't do it. Alright. How's that Praetor doing? It has to arrive at Tarkin before I can remove it somewhere else first, you see. It's a little bit tricky. Alright, I'm going to wait for this to go up to 100%. There we go. Excellent.
Building started.
Alright, Senate Office. Tax collection.
Construction.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just let me select the things, please, game. You know, it'd be really nice if they could patch the game to get rid of whatever it is that causes these lag spikes. That would be real nice. You know, while you're about it, Petroglyph, you know, now you fixed the whole save game thing. Can you fix this too now, please? Because this is annoying. I'm just trying to move some dudes into orbit, and the game is just like, no, it's not allowed. The AI has to sit and think like a particularly slow chess player about what it's going to do next. Oh, I had a second there to move it. Oh, come on. Okay, nearly. Just let me move the things. Let me move them. It's like I've got a loading screen in the middle of my campaign. It's amazing, this, isn't it? Come on, let me move my guys, please. Please let me move my dudes. If I could do this while the game was paused, it wouldn't be an issue. I'd pause the game and then move my units. What's up, cat? You're fidgeting again, aren't you? Yeah. Your little bell is right next to the microphone right now. That's probably very loud for the viewers at home. You realise this, right? You realise this? They're probably, like, you know, getting an earful of your jingle. Yeah, that thing. But you don't care, do you? You're a cat, so you just sort of live in the moment, and you don't care what anyone else thinks. Well, so long as what everyone else thinks is, what a lovely cat, I should feed him. That's all you really care about. Oh, finally, here we go.
Construction
complete.
There we go. I normally edit those lag spikes out at this point, but not today. Oh, hello. There's a random Munificent at Emblene. Munificent with a bunch of Colavexes, as a matter of fact. That might be a prelude to something annoying. Well, luckily Baraka's in the neighbourhood, so perhaps we'll go deal with that and then deal with Mimban. Off you pop. Ayla Sakura, actually, I've grouped you into this army, but I don't want to do that. I want to send you over to Mimban to go take a look at what's going on over there.
Keep going.
Meanwhile, look, the Praetor's arrived. Let's send it. Well, I see I've moved this now. And there's a Luca Hulk at Kalarin, because of course they're friggin' Alright, I need to make a mental note to move this later. Yes, there you go. Have some belly rubs, cat. He's determined to be the star of the show today. He's not even on camera.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, I'm not going to get to do that, apparently. Alright, Kularin space battle imminent. Oh, God, yeah. Can you imagine if Petroglyph patched the game so that you could move units on the campaign map while it's paused? You know, give them the command to move, I mean. Oh, Petroglyph. Oh, boy. Oh, guys. Oh, guys, on the off chance you ever end up watching this video, please, for the love of God, consider making that an option. Please. Oh, it may make my life so much more... Well, it would make this game a lot less stressful to play. Right, anyway, let's go schwack a Luca Hulk, I suppose. Do we have a support pelter? We do, right? This Luca Hulk's going down. Excellent.
Enemy movement.
Okay, then.
Choose your reinforcements.
Hello, Pelter. Simultaneously the most and least valuable ship in the fleet.
Commander. Field activated? They're not going anywhere.
Here we go. Surprise! Oh, right. I forgot this thing's still damaged, isn't it? Uh-oh.
There's nothing we can't
Well,
handle.
have I made a terrible mistake? I might have done. Oh, no.
Of course, Your Highness.
No problem. At maximum unit capacity.
Got you on the comm.
Okay, how much more damage is the Mandate going to take in the course of this is the question, really.
Do I have fighter support?
Focusing all
Sound destroyer
firepower.
reporting in. Initiating combat protocols.
Captain here.
Our Quentin's here.
Yeah, this is the problem with recording once a week, isn't it, really? You forget important details, like the Mandator being half dead.
They won't hold
Oh, well.
much longer.
This thing's about to be half dead itself, so...
Imminent.
Yeah, fighters, please get involved and deal with this. We need more corvettes for this fleet, don't we? We need a big chunk of light cruisers or Corellian corvettes to deal with missiles like this.
Target locked.
Sir, we've done it.
I've got them in my
Some, you know, close-in defense for the Mandator, essentially.
Take care of that one.
back around for another run.
Problem is, the things get blown up so fast that it becomes an absolute chore to build them. And then you have to wait around for them to be built as well. That's the annoying thing, you know. It's like, oh, we can't go on the offensive, guys. We still haven't built our 15 corvettes to replace the last 15 we just got destroyed. It's one of those things people are always calling me out on in the comments for not building corvettes enough. And it's like, you're completely correct, and yet I don't build enough of them simply because I'm lazy, I'm afraid.
Locking on. Attack.
I'll be the first to admit I'm suffering a little bit from get there-itis with this series. I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, I would like it to be finished soon. We've been at this for a while now, and we've still got Awakening of the Rebellion and Thrawn's Revenge to play through.
Go after the stragglers. Target locked.
And there he goes. Okay, yeah, note to self. Mandator needs to sit in orbit somewhere for a while. Well, this is a perfect excuse to give it to Tarkin, really, because he does nothing but sit in orbit lately. I say lately. I suppose what I mean by that is really the entire campaign. Masterly inactivity is what Tarkin does. Oh, for goodness sake. Come on, don't stop fucking with me here, user interface. I just want to move. Thank you. There we go.
Squad stands together.
Enemy fleet's about to invade Gravlex Med. Oh, really? They're actually going to make an attempt to take this place, are they? Interesting. Alright. Nam Corios is close to rebelling. The AI is being annoyingly smart over here. They're like, they don't want to do a ground battle here, so instead what they're doing is blockading the planet and letting the populace rise up in rebellion, which means they don't have to fight this. And it also raises the question of whether or not I'm going to be able to get this out of orbit and retreat it back to my own territory, which is what I was hoping to do. But the AI is actually having a remarkable stroke of genius up here. So I don't know if we'll be able to do that. Let's see, what have they got in inbound? They've got pretty much what's left of their fleet in this sector. And by sector I mean like pretty much all of this half the map. Everything they've had left there that has eventually retreated from battle after battle has been corralled here, and they've... Okay, yeah, they got 3 Lucahult battle carriers. Okay, that's rough. That's going to be rough. What else have they got? 4 Providence Dreadnoughts. 18 Colorvexes. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alright, we're going to need the Mandator to take that place, aren't we? Which means I'm going to need to get Tarkin to do the deed. In the meantime, at least, I guess, Baraka can go and chase these Munificents off our lawn. He can go do that. He could maybe even take Bothwell while we're at it. Actually, if only I still had Delta Squad to do spying work for me, because then I could put them on Bothwell and see what's there. But hey, you know, I got him killed, didn't I? So now I have to micromanage it a little bit more, and I actually have to use the goddamn probes instead. Oh, somebody commented, why don't you research TIE Fighters? This isn't TIE Fighters, guys. This is external racks for Carracks and Dreadnoughts for additional fighters. The logo for the tech is a TIE Fighter. It's nothing to do with TIE Fighters. I don't know why that's the logo, but it's nothing to do with TIE Fighters. Just so you know, that's not a thing. We can still recruit an Admiral, actually, although we don't really need one right now. Captain Dallin, Marissa Zinj, we could get Peleon, Jonah Gumby, what a name. Admiral Wheeler, Admiral Killian, Captain Denimore, Admiral Dron, Segura Autumn, Python Forrel, Admiral Screed. I think we're, with the exception of probably Screed, we're really scraping the barrel here, aren't we? Marisa Zinj isn't too bad. She's decent. And Peleon's not bad either, actually. He's tier 3 as well. So pretty much Screed, Peleon, and Zinj are the only decent commanders left available. What about Dallin? Is he any good? He's tier 5. Okay. Well, I suppose he's only a captain. But then the same's true of Peleon in it. But then, you know, Peleon sticks around for a while in the expanded universe, doesn't he? He's around for a long time. He's just never promoted for some reason. Right.
Copy that, General. Ready to fist the enemy, my liege.
Never not going to hear that as ready to fist the enemy. Never not going to hear that whenever he says that line. Oh look, we built these on Coruscant finally. Actually, Yoda, go back to Coruscant, my dude. Go back to Coruscant for no particular reason whatsoever. Excellent sense of timing there, Baraka. I'll give you that. Alright, we're going to deploy the Pelter again for this one. I don't want these guys escaping.
They're already in place.
So they can run back to Mimban and join the massive fleet there. Gosh, you know, the Empire would... they would have had a much easier time dealing with the rebellion if they just remembered that their interdiction mines were a thing, wouldn't they?
Choose your reinforcements.
Yeah, well, they would have had a much easier time dealing with the rebellion if they'd remembered that was a thing.
As you command. Copy.
We read you.
Making the jump to light speed.
Moving into positions on your command.
I really should one of these days upgrade these PDF dreadnoughts to like proper dreadnoughts. You can upgrade into dreadnought carriers, can't you, I think?
Got it.
Instead of with these complete wastes of space, which are the PDF dreadnoughts.
No problem. Copy that, General. Homing in.
I'm enjoying making this nice little line of victories here that's going to be totally disrupted as soon as I give them an order.
Republic light cruiser responding.
Reading you. There's nothing we can't handle. Targeting computer online. Missiles locked on.
Here's the thing.
All stations ready.
This is the captain.
These Colorexes are going to shoot down like half these missiles. So we need to kill them first, don't we? There we go. Okay, that's one way to deal with it, isn't it? You just overwhelm the missile defenses. That's a legit tactic that does in fact work in real life too.
Clearing the skies.
It's just a really inefficient use of missiles, isn't it, really, when you think about it? Like, the number of them that are hitting the same target. There we go. Gonna have to deal with you later. What do they have at Bothawai? Would be really good to know, wouldn't it? I think I was gonna... Before I got distracted by this menu here, I was gonna try and recruit a probe droid somewhere. There we go. I can never remember which menu it's in. Valor class starbase. Repairs ships. Alright, yeah, that's the thing it does in battles, isn't it? I haven't had to upgrade. Camino's never come directly under attack, has it, before? But we maybe want to consider getting Rishia's starbase, at least. Druckenwell as well. In fact, I want to trade starbase at Druckenwell. I'm pretty sure we used to have one before the Separatists came along and took the place back.
Beginning construction. Building under construction. Building under construction.
Let's start rebuilding all of our... no, don't build on Rusan because it'll just get blown up again next time they try to invade. Waste of time. And money, actually, too. Waste of credits. Well, I suppose we know what's at Mimban. We're about to find out what's at Bothawai. Where do I want to start scouting next is the question. I don't really know. I know we're going to make one push up here to the north to Moonlist. That's going to be a thing that happens. So we'll have to go through Corsin, Ithor, Orinda, Mygito, and Moonlist to do that. We're obviously going to go up here as well. To get these three worlds, mostly. Fleet they've got. That's quite a big fleet, that, actually. I'm sort of glad it's just being it's preoccupied with blockading Namkorios for now instead of, actually attacking me. Well, it looks like that attack on Yinshore has been thoroughly deterred, because we've not had anything on that for a while now, which is good. Possibly just gathering more forces so they can take it with more stuff. I don't know, but it seems to have stopped it for now, moving those ground units. Sullust isn't very happy with this, are they? Look at the little bar. It's a little. I'm only just starting to pay attention to that ever since the whole rebellion situation on Namkarios. Although, is that what that bar actually means? I'm not sure. There's a little orange one here next to the planet. Influence level 3. I assume that's what it is. A little heart symbol. I suppose theoretically I could build a local infrastructure. Sure, fuck it, let's do it. See if we can actually stop the rebellion by building that. Who knows? Investing in public services, and then everyone will just settle down. Might be a bit late for that now, though. Got a lot. I have a lot of planets with very low influence that I assume would end up rebelling quite quickly if they were blockaded. Interesting. What changes planetary influence then? I wonder, aside from local infrastructure and the buildings that decrease it, because Christophsis and Rhodia, they're very happy with us. Ah, but they have things like farms, don't they? Farms and a Senate office. They don't have a tax collection agency. That's why they don't have low influence. It's because they don't have tax collection agencies. That's that little mystery solved. They're not paying any taxes, so of course they like us. All right then. Yeah, okay. That's well, there you go. They will also explain why living on a militarized fortress rock in the middle of nowhere is why the people of Rusan are really happy as well, because they don't have any infrastructure that isn't, you know, a military base, but they're swarming with clone troopers and artillery and a shield generator and all that stuff, but they're not being taxed, so they're actually okay with it. Alright, anyway. What are we doing now is the question. I'd like to take Bothwell, honestly. Should we make Baraka do it, or have you got enough stuff to get the job done now, do you think? Don't even know what's there. This is why we're waiting for the probe droid. So I don't have to guess this stuff. Mandate 2 has been repaired to 47% hull for 1,400 credits. Your units have retreated to Corellia. Ah, did we just have a rebellion? We did. Interesting. Corporate security troop platoons, light mercenary platoons. It didn't flip to the Separatists, it became a neutral planet. That's fascinating. And I guess all you guys got sent to Corellia, yes? You did. Well, well, well.
Construction complete.
Oh god. Gravlex Med, planetary battle imminent. Right, yeah. We held this last time, didn't we? Yes, we did, and I even built a shield generator, didn't I? Because it held surprisingly well. Okay, then. Let's do this, round 2. Yes, I remember this. This is the map that may or may not have a rancor on it somewhere that I don't know about.
Stay with me, all right? Move it! We do this together. I'm holding up. Shield up.
Yes, it's all coming back to me now.
Turret support online. Let's do this.
I didn't deploy any infantry over here. That's annoying.
Reporting. Moving.
They're gonna wrap up here first. Shield up.
Oh, I was about to say, I could use this to transport my infantry more quickly, but it's not really relevant now.
Get ready to move in.
Move you right to the back. Bring you in when it feels necessary to do so.
Auto guns online.
And oh my god, the shield generator is there?
Violating orders. All ready. Orders.
Okay. Well, that was a really bad place to put it, wasn't it? Jesus H.
Awaiting orders.
We desperately need to hold this choke point.
Building under construction. Construction complete.
Hi guys, welcome to the party.
I've got you. Watch those wrist rockets. Covering fire. Go. Do I look like a droid? Guns ready. Squad stands together.
Pull back over here to these turrets.
Finally. Give me recon. Auto guns online.
Let's see. Republic troopers, go over here and build me a
Wrap up here first.
repair
I've
station
got you. Let's do this.
so I can repair this. It's just a little speeder, but everything counts right now.
Hey. Thanks, brother. Better turn
Is the enemy being all... Oh, they're trying to go down around a different way, are they?
Auto guns online. Fire from the sky. Shield deployed.
No, little speeder, come back!
Repair station constructed.
Cadet mistake. Hey.
Well, we put a stop to that, didn't we?
Covering fire. Go.
Use this to repair the lat as well, actually. Handy.
Construction complete.
Oh boy, okay, they're bringing a lot of stuff around here. Oh, I forgot I already had a repair point here. Whatever, get rid of it. Oh, they're coming around here too, are they? Crumbs. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Why did I put the shield generator here? I don't think I did I? Just left it to the default place. I didn't check where the AI had assigned it. That was foolish. Need to get these speeders around here because these speeders are very, very good at dealing with like medium-sized infantry targets like these things. They go through bone like butter. Except it's not bone, you know, obviously, but that's not the line I was quoting. It doesn't. Whatever, you know, you get what I. Oh boy. Lat, we need you over here.
Destroyed.
Lats are so useful for defense.
Violating orders.
Base is under attack.
Oh, we got a couple of robots as well. You guys go over here.
Wired up.
Can move this tank over here along with a couple of units of you guys as a sort of early warning system in case they decide to come around this corner again. Alright.
They're gonna wrap up here first.
Wow. Oh, here we go again. I was about to say it's quiet. It's too quiet. Weird. were dwarf spider droids, but they sounded like B1s. That's kind of hilarious, the idea of these things sounding like B1s, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, sir.
Peter, nothing useful out there. Go, I got your back.
Oh, oh my goodness, they've got turrets. Oh no, my poor robots. It's alright, the robots respawn. Don't feel too bad. Blow it, Kingdom Come, please. Thank you.
Right away.
Pick it back up. I'll be over here. There's droids over there.
Just know they've probably set up an anti-air turret somewhere along here just to trip up my poor lap.
Roger. Advance.
I don't use this strategic view very often, but it's actually kind of useful. Alright, come around this corner here and just blast them. There you go. They are very, very good, those things, at killing dwarf spiders and crab droids. Frankly, probably ought to build them more often. It's just I don't like squishy units, and they're squishy, so it makes them a little bit less useful on the attack. But maybe I should consider using them more often as a garrison unit. You guys are eventually going to kill these B2s.
Yes. Move out. Right away.
Actually, go around this way. Go around this way. Could take one of their landing zones off them if we go this way.
Heading out. Fall out.
Now!
Auto guns online. We have not
A bit of
secured the
scouting in
area.
this direction, perhaps.
Let's go. Move in. Push forward.
Their main landing base is in the middle of this weird compound here with the big cages.
Move forward. On it.
That, as I previously said, kind of remind me a bit of greenhouses. Oh, hello.
We have not secured the area.
What gun is it you have that is so good against infantry? 2 AI blaster cannons, okay.
Unit destroyed.
Push forward.
Mental note, mate. Oh, what? 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 Oh, they killed my saber tank with. Oh my god! Okay.
You're violating orders. Get ready to move in.
Form up.
Finally decided to bring up the big guns, apparently.
Move forward.
We'll take turns.
Already. Do I look like a droid? Auto guns online.
Come on, they're running away.
Now we're even.
Fall back, fall back, fall back. Let your shields recharge.
Let's do this. For the clone army!
Hit these guys with a bunch of missiles, guys. Yeah, rocket launchers out the wazoo. How you guys doing? You taking this? Oh, the speed's managed to make it all the way around here. Tell me one of these bases, and
Turret constructing.
turrets set up here as well. Oh, they're running away.
We secured a
Oh,
landing
I
zone.
can't sell them until they're built. Never mind. Alright then. So they lost some tripods, 6 dwarf spider companies, 3 crab companies, and 1 B2 super battle droid platoon that, again, those are rare now. Probably shouldn't be rare, honestly. I think the AI would do well to build more B2s, because their little wrist rockets are actually pretty darn useful at melting my vehicles. Alright, cool. Gravlex Med is held. Shall I reinforce it with something? I could build base defenses in addition to the shield generator, actually. amusingly enough. Have a clone troop platoon, have some commandos, and have some base defenses. Just for giggles. And you know what? What's your influence like? You're not being taxed, are you? So your influence is actually pretty good, but you may want to consider using the last building slot on infrastructure. It does cost you credits per week, though, to build this stuff, so it's sort of like, maybe I want to avoid it if I can. The other thing I should probably consider is labor camps on my big production centers. Like, we don't have the room for one here on Quat, but maybe getting rid of a heavy factory or something. Getting rid of a barracks, maybe. And replacing it with a labor camp might not be a terrible idea. Tell you what, I'll do that when we're the Empire. I'll do that after we've executed Order 66. Alright, that Praetor is inbound still, isn't it? Where is it headed? This way. Taking its sweet time.
Construction complete.
Let's run this gauntlet.
Ah, there's my droid. Off you pop. Oh, of course the AI chose now to have another lag spike. What's it going to do then? Are we going to have a message appear on the left telling me they're attacking a planet? It's thinking real hard about something. Wow, it's thinking really hard about something. Alright, hold on. I'll pause the recording. Oh, never mind. The threat was enough, apparently. Well, sort of. It's kind of frozen again, hasn't it? It comes in twos. I've noticed that. You get one big long pause, and then you get a then immediately followed by a slightly shorter one. And then eventually, that's when it figures things out. Wonder why it does it. I wonder why. Alright, apparently I am going to have to pause. Oh, it's like every time I say that, it's just... Okay. So what do they go? Ha 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 ha. Hello! Hello! Alright, it's one Luca Hulk supported by a bunch of other stuff. It's not as scary as I thought it would, although they've flooded the surface with crab droids. And base defenses, and they've got an ion cannon. And a heavy frigate shipyard. Alright then. You're about to get a Praetor. Do you reckon we can do this with a Praetor plus what you've got? I reckon probably.
Starting my run.
It's quite still building its Praetor. It's about to finish it, actually.
All crew
There we go. Queue up another one, or don't. Need to wait a minute. What's the deal here? How much money do I have? I have like 19 grand. Which is the correct number, yes? Yeah, I have 19 grand. Why can't I build it? Is there a pop cap limit on these things? What's the deal? I mean, there is a pop cap in the campaign. But I've not reached it, have I? No, not even close. Why you no build Praetor? Can I build one down here at Geonosis? No. And it doesn't say why. If it says if you have insufficient credits, it actually says. Alright then.
Constructing.
Bit weird, but okay. we'll spend it on other stuff instead.
Vehicle in production.
No, go. I was about to cancel those Venators and build victories instead, but actually no, Venators are nice for the old fighter spam, and this fleet is kind of, considering how many acclimators I'm giving it, is going to be a bit more about the fighter spam, I think. Of course, it does actually have a Praetor as well now. When did I do that? I didn't recall giving you a Praetor. I must have done that in a previous episode and totally forgotten about it. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, never mind. We'll wait for that acclimator to turn up and I'll send you in to deal with Bothaway. And I feel stupid.
Vectoring now.
I must have done it at like the end of the last episode and I just totally forgot or something. I didn't think he had one yet. And the Praetor is not easy to spot in the menu. It's not like the Mandator, which has a huge icon. Alright, let's do this. Last battle of the video, I think, of the episode. We'll do the grand battle next time with Kenobi. As he retakes Bothaway yet again. He's going to get to do Mimban soon too. Unless I decide to do that with Anakin, I guess. Just to shake it up a bit. Alright, Talon. There you are, mate. And there they are. Ooh, I'm glad the ion cannon fired at you. And not, you know, the Praetor I'm about to bring in.
Adjusting course.
Okay. Missile acclimators, please.
Ready to face the enemy, my liege. We read you.
And acclimator 2s. And a support pelter.
I think you meant to choose a larger ship.
No, I definitely chose the correct one. And I want a couple of the little pelters up front because they have pretty good anti-fighter.
Yes.
Alright, you guys should be bringing me in quite a lot of fighters, I think.
At your service. Anyone in need of repairs? Who needs fixing?
Captain here. Ready for takeoff. We can move on to the next
Lots of Z95s, apparently.
Shouldn't be long now.
And is that a unit of TIE fighters? It is indeed.
We must move on. We should clear the area.
Okay, not quite as many fighters as I would have liked, but it'll do. It's not going to be able to compete with that blob.
The operation has failed.
Charging
Space
generator.
bombs incoming.
Regroup for another attack.
Hold back. Our reinforcements have been cut off. They've sabotaged our vehicles.
Missile acclimators opening up on this guy. Excellent.
Craft.
Missile destroyer here.
Alright, I need to keep an eye on my acclimators so I can withdraw them if necessary.
Taking fire.
Missile destroyer reporting in.
We're losing
All
reinforcements.
stations ready.
That is, of course, the beautiful thing about them. You can just, if they're taking some hits, you can hyperspace jump them out of there.
Destroyer ready.
Fighter blob, you can go after this thing.
We can't let them escape half power. We failed. Sir, we've lost another ship. Pull out.
Destroyer holding.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Fail out.
We've lost the missile launcher.
Alright, time for you to leave.
Destroyer reporting in.
Launch bay has been disabled. The torpedo launcher has been destroyed.
Sooner rather than later would be good.
The enemy has secondary reinforcements on station.
There you go. Oh god, you as well, I think.
I've got a clear path. All stations ready.
You gonna be able to make it, dude?
Our torpedo launcher.
Fail out.
Ooh, it's close.
Our reinforcements are taking
Go, dude. Oh.
the enemy has secondary
Oh.
standing by.
Should we bring in a victory? Bring in a victory. Alright, the shields are out on the Praetor. Oh my god, the Gravlex horde is here.
We'll level them. Missile destroyer here. Targeting enemy.
We lost the missile launcher.
Hyperspace.
I have the target inside again. Yeshua, come on. Ready?
I don't think there should be fire coming out of there.
Luke Hulk is down. Nice. You guys working the Praetor over? I mean, the Providence over, even?
Yes, General.
Target at maximum
Transmit
range.
orders.
Firing
Fire
barrage.
for maximum effect. No worries. All stations ready. All your squad mates have been destroyed. Signal coming through. All your
lost
squad
our
mates
launch
have been
pad.
destroyed. Missile destroyer here. I'm not sure how much longer.
You guys can both charge your weapons. Overcharge your weapons, I think.
Bail out. I repeat. Bail out.
Understood, we're
Ready to update orders.
Our lasers have been destroyed.
Oh yeah, definitely kill that Munificent. Those little guys pack a punch. Gravlex horde of death. I've lost an acclimator, that's not great. They've brought in another Providence Dreadnought! Oh god, make it stop! It's time for you to leave as well.
Receiving. Targeting computer active.
Focusing all firepower.
Hopefully these Gravlexes don't shoot down all the missiles.
We've lost the missile launcher.
Missile destroyer reporting in. Go ahead, sir. Your orders, General. No problem.
Oh my god, so many tiny Gravlex bastards.
Transmit orders. We'll make short work of them.
I hate them so much. Venator?
Course plotted. All your squad mates have been destroyed.
Alright, you're about to die.
Our forces have been wiped out.
Try and get out of there if you can.
Ready for orders.
Ready, go.
Missiles at the ready. Taking them out. Cruiser here.
Eliminating target.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
We've lost our launch bay.
We're being overwhelmed.
You know, most of the guns have been taken out in that thing. Focus on this instead.
Charging generator.
Whoa, whoa, mouse wheel, stop screwing with me.
Tubes loaded.
Our lasers have been destroyed.
Let's blow something up.
Our missile launcher is gone.
Oh, this victory's gonna die soon.
Radio.
Oh, you're gonna be very dead soon. I don't think you can get out, but try.
Cruiser here.
Our primary engine system is down.
You withdraw.
System is down.
I'm not Johnny on the spot with the old acclimators, am I, at the moment?
Online. Transmit orders.
We've lost our turbo
Signal
lasers.
coming through.
There goes the victory.
To pull out. There's nothing we can't handle. The operation has failed. Got it. You're leaving the battlefield. Enemy destroyer, missile destroyer here.
Retreat in progress.
Cruiser here. My hull is critical. Yes, General.
Oh, just delete this horde of Corvettes, please.
Radio channels. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Yes, General. Missiles locked on. Rockets away.
Try and kill that.
Cruising speed. You got the captain. This is the captain. Battle station. Receiving. Clearing the skies. Air cruiser standing by. Cruiser here. Pull out. Destroyer holding. I copy. Locking on target. You're falling apart.
Oh, mouse wheel, behave yourself.
At your service. Yes, sir.
Your orders, General. Copy that, General. Go ahead, sir. Now that's how it's done. Shields are down. Sir, this is for squadron. We're pretty good here. Sir, we've done it. We've destroyed the
It's a nice shot of all three main capital ships, isn't it?
That takes care of that one. We can't take.
Why are these little bastards so tough to deal with? It's actually absurd.
Targeting computer.
And they've got more on the way as well.
They're all around us. Reinforcements have arrived.
This is what's in store for us, by the way. If we actually decide to play the campaign through to total completion, as in take every single planet, the AI will just do this. They will build fleets of hundreds of these things. Praetor's gonna die pretty soon, isn't it? Has it still got engines intact? I don't think it does. At least I don't see hard points for the engines anywhere. So I was considering retreating, but if it doesn't have the engines, we might as well try and save it.
Missile tubes loaded. Captain here. Do I have fighter support? Locking on.
Target at maximum range. Firing barrage.
Sir, all fighters approaching directly ahead. Targeting computer online.
Focus fire on these little shits. Kill them. Oh, nice. The Y-Wings are getting off some shots on it too. Or they're trying to, but every single bomb is being intercepted. There goes the Praetor. Oh, boy.
Copy. Full throttle. Anchors away. Sir, more enemy units approaching from behind.
We could retreat now. Honestly, though, I don't really see a reason to. I think we can win this with what we've got left. Oh, God. I can't zoom in at all right now with the mouse wheel. I am gonna have to buy another new mouse. This is absurd. Well, people told me not to buy a Razer mouse, and I didn't believe them, because the one I used to have was really good. Apparently, their build quality has deteriorated a lot since the last time I had a Razer Death Adder. Kill that. I'm feeling very vindictive. Kill that thing. That tiny beige monstrosity.
This is the captain. We've reached the base perimeter, sir. I'm taking fire. We've lost a squad member.
Problem is, we're still going to have a ball of fighters to deal with here, aren't we? For a while. So we can take all this out. Might want to withdraw and then re-attack if that's the case. Rather than try and deal with all that. Then again, I don't know, maybe our fighters can shoot them down.
Yes, General. Homing in. Your orders, General.
Oh, these acclimators came awfully close, didn't they? It's being wiped out. Let's just watch this from a distance, see if our fighters can get the job done. We have a lot of Venators on the field now, so we have a lot of them to play with. Still got a goddamn Colovex, don't they? Look, of course they do. Kill it! Look at it take out all those missiles by itself. A whole barrage from a victory. It just deleted them. Okay, yeah, our fighters are mopping up pretty good, actually. It'd be really nice if they could just retreat rather than continue this farce. But no, they won't, will they? That is, of course, not how this works.
We'll hold this position until you return. Enemy reinforcements are on their way. Engaging.
Please just kill these bombers, for goodness sake.
Good work.
Thank you.
We're Weapons locking on.
Enemy detected.
Give me a target. Time to die. This is Beta Squadron reporting in.
How fast can we evaporate these fighters, I wonder? Firing a lot of little concussion missiles at them. Look at those wire wings. Oh, swarm of wire wings. That is quite the furball. Most of them are all going to be flying around going, I can't find any separatist fighters. Where are they all? Because you outnumber them that much. It just creates confusion, really. There ought to be a penalty for actually sticking that many fighters on a target. Oh, what are you doing now, Cat? He's suddenly leapt off my lap and is now in the way, officially. What are you you're messing with the cables, you dude! Don't quit your day job and become an audio engineer, Cat. You're not very good at it.
Whatever it was they were looking for, it looks like they already found it. This is Bravo 4.
What are you doing now, eh? You're just circling back around to my lap again, aren't you? You just wanted to get up, walk around a bit, bump the microphone. He's now just sat in the middle of the desk in front of the keyboard, grooming himself, as if he's the most important thing in the universe.
I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now.
I got news for you, Cat. You are one of the important things in the universe.
Sabotage the separatist vehicle. Sir, we need you to clear the area of all enemies. Receiving.
What's going on with you? Why are you glowing? Oh, did you get ion cannon? That'll be why you're glowing. Oh, come on, mouse. Play ball. Let me zoom out.
Aye. Attacking target.
Fighters are really doing a nice job on this space station, aren't they? There we go. I routinely underestimate fighters. It's because most of the time I don't have fighter superiority. But when you've got enough of them, my god, they do get the job done, don't they?
Concentrated fire seems to be having an effect.
Ugh. The cat keeps nudging my hand with his wet nose, and it's disgusting. Dude, do you have to do that? He's grooming himself right next to my hand. He's sat right next to me on the desk right now, and he's grooming himself, and he keeps nudging me with his wet nose as he does so, and it's icky. Cat snot all over my hand. Ugh. Anyway, our losses: 2 acclimator 1s, an acclimator 2, Arquitans, 2 pelters, sacrificial anti-fighter pelters, a Praetor, 2 victories. In return, we destroyed all of that stuff, including 20 friggin' 3 Kolovex cruisers. And a bunch of ground troops while we were about it as well, which is nice. So that's not too bad. Our losses would have been much worse had I not, been routinely hyperspacing our acclimators out of there, which is nice at least. Did lose yet another Praetor, but it's kind of what they're for, if I'm honest. They are sacrificial tanks. That's what you use them for. You jump them in front of everyone else, and they soak up all the damage. It's their job. So,
Construction complete.
There's one thing I want to check before we go. One thing. Yeah, we don't appear to be able to build the old-style dreadnoughts anymore. That was one thing I wanted to check on, because I wasn't sure if it would be a good idea to do that. But, no, they're gone. We can't get those anymore, apparently. Right, you guys... Where should I send you? You can go and join Anakin's little army, actually. They've taken some losses lately. Anyway, yeah. We can't build... I was wondering about those. I was definitely wondering about those. But no, they're not. They are no longer, unfortunately, a slightly cheaper tanking option for us. They seem to have been removed by some of the tech we researched earlier, I guess. Seems to me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as the game freezes up again like a champion as the AI tries to decide what to do next. Pause! Please! Let me pause! Not today, says the game. So, folks, thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you again next time when hopefully I remember all of my capital ships this time. And yeah, we'll be ground invading Bothawai and then eventually doing something about Mimban, which is going to be painful. Thank you, game. There we go at last. And just for giggles, I'll save on screen this time because I can. There you go. Beautiful. You don't even have time to read the message anymore. It's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. Folks, in fact, I'll do one better. I can do this. He says, there you go. Look, I can even go back to the main menu now in seconds instead of having to wait 5 minutes while the game autosaves. It's beautiful, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.